Hi, everybody. I wanted to come to you and tell you my testimony on what has transpired since I started using the X39 patch provided by LifeWave about 9, 10 weeks ago. On July 12th, a friend of mine brought over a sleeve of these patches and said, "You need to try this for your neck." He was very aware of what was going on with my neck because he had tried another therapy that he was a distributor for with me that just didn't work real well with me. Um, don't know if I just didn't give it enough chance, but it didn't work for me, and I didn't have really the time to push through it. I was detoxing bad from that one. So he thought I needed to try this. It's something a little bit more gentle on your body, and he felt pretty confident that it would work. And being the fact that I've had these neck injuries since I was 12 years old, I broke my neck in an uneven parallel bar accident in gymnastics when I was 12, broke my first, third, and in between my fourth and fifth vertebrae in the upper part of my neck. I was very fortunate to recover from that break and be able to walk. It's something that I've always felt very blessed by. Um, but I did come through that, but I came through that with a lot of chronic pain, especially as I've gotten older. I have so much arthritis 1 through 4 in my neck that I actually am fused naturally 1 through 4. So when you look at my x-rays, it looks like I've had some sort of fusion because the arthritis has gone down through those 4 vertebrae. So I do always have chronic pain. The only other places I've ever broke a bone in my body is I broke my compound fracture my left clavicle 2 years later after I broke my neck on a motorcycle accident. And then in 2008, I fell and tripped into a hole and broke my shoulder to where I have what's called a tubuloscopy. So I have 3 pins holding everything together right here in my right shoulder. So I have chronic pain in the upper part of my body and have had it for quite some time, grown up with it. I've been recommended surgery multiple times on my neck for rods and straightening. I also have scoliosis in the lower part of my back. So back pain is something I just grew up with. Have gotten used to. I will not take a narcotic. I will not take a nerve pill. I've been multiple times been tried to be prescribed gabapentin. Read the side effects of gabapentin. I would not take it, never even filled the prescription, and I won't take a pain pill. So, and I'm allergic to NSAIDs. So that leaves Tylenol. That's really the extent of what I can do to try to help me alleviate the pain. And of course, I have to limit the Tylenol intake because I have a less than perfect functioning right kidney. So that being said, tolerance is the key to this, and you just continue to push through and try to find anything and everything naturally that can help you handle the pain. So that being said, I've tried a multitude of many things, and a lot of times these supplements will work for a while and then they stop working for various reasons. Either the formulation gets changed because it makes it cheaper to produce for the marketing companies. I've had that happen to me. So anyways, my friend brought this over. He had multiple injuries himself. He is a chimney sweep. He owns California Chimney Sweep. He said, "Look, I tried this patch. It works for me. I have amazing testimonies. You have to try it." And of course, being the skeptic that I am, and I was in a hurry to get out of the office, I said, I'm just not doing anything right now. I'm going to do some meditation. I want to start doing some yoga, but I'm just kind of done trying things that disappoint me. And he said, "Nope, you got to try it. Lift up your hair." Basically, just to get him out of the office, I did, and I slapped this patch on the C7 region of my neck. Now, that's actually where I'm actually having more of the problem with. In October of last year, I was in a rear-ended car accident, and I'm assuming from that, I ended up with a bulged disc between C5 and C6 and C6 and C7. The area of my C7 region is so bulged, it's pushed into my spinal cord, and it's caused my right hand to actually go numb. So I had full numbness through this part of my hand and down into my wrist. And Kaiser had, for 5 months said, "Oh, it's carpal tunnel, it's this, it's that." And finally, through just literally needing to know what that exploding feeling was in my arm, they finally did an MRI and said, "Well, we're wrong. You don't have carpal tunnel. You literally have an exploded disc." He diagnosed me with what's called degenerative disc disease. And straight to the neurosurgeon. This happened the first to second week of June. And the neurosurgeon said, well, you're a candidate for surgery, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut you open here. We're going to push everything to the side. We're going to scrape out those discs, and we're going to put rods in, but you're going to inevitably be fused from C1 to C7, which is going to limit your mobility. It's going to get rid of your nerve pain, but it's not going to get rid of your pain, because now you're going to have new pain because you have this surgery and you have these rods in your neck. So I just kind of took a deep breath and was like, oh my God, really? And he's like, if anybody can give your body time to heal and go through the natural processes, you can, because you've never taken a narcotic. I was surprised to hear from the Kaiser neurosurgeon that the #1 reason they put people into surgery is because they're addicted to their narcotics. He goes, you've never even taken one? So you don't have that risk of being addicted to a pain pill. So he gave me some papers, inversion therapy, decompression therapy, and said, you know, look at doing some of these things to see if it can help you before we go down the route of surgery. If you decide you want surgery, you're a candidate. If the pain or the numbness starts to travel up your arm to where there's a risk of you losing your arm, I'm going to insist that you have the surgery. So at the time, the numbness was just in my index finger and my thumb. So Ron came in with this patch on July 12th, and I put it on for the first time July 12th. I wore it 12 hours July 12th, probably actually more like 15 hours because I forgot to take it off. I wore it again 12 hours, the second day, the third day. On day 4, I woke up and the numbness in my finger and my thumb were gone, completely gone. I sat there and was pinching, see my tattoo, but pinching my finger going, oh my God, this is crazy. No more numbness in my fingers. The numbness had traveled like kind of into my wrist. I could still feel the tingling when I tapped my wrist, but the numbness in my finger and my thumb were gone. So it was at that point I sent a text to my friend in Florida who is very much into light therapies and sitting in the sun and red light beds and those type of things. And I said, hey, have you seen this before? It's called photobiomodulation. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to start Googling it. But if you've heard of it, let me know, kind of in, you know, layman realtor terms, why this is working. Because it seems crazy to me that something as simple as a little circular patch that's the size of a 50-cent piece, I don't have any right here, I'd show you, is working. So she looked at it and said, I have not seen it before. I'm actually in Italy. I will call you at the end of the week. I'll look at it while I'm on my flight. So 4 days later, she called me. I'd been on the patch that was my 7th day. And she's like, so this is working. I said, yeah, it's amazing. I go, I'm not so fearful. I've even been out in the side-by-side. I've been out to the dunes, riding with my husband. I'm not being as gingerly as I normally am. And it's been a complete difference for me. I didn't notice it in the first few days, but by day 4, I was definitely feeling a difference. So she kind of explained to me what she saw, she thought that she saw with the patch. And then we started our research from that point on. And it ended up being 9 days after Ron brought me the patch that I actually got onto his website and joined with the Diamond Pack. Now that was July 23rd. So it was actually 11 days after he brought me the patch, because he brought me the patch July 12th. July 23rd, I created an account. I forwarded it to my friend Onyx Coale in Florida, July 24th. And that has started a whirlwind of just amazing testimonies of people that have literally called us crying, saying, this is the most amazing thing. This is changing my life. This has helped me be able to be active with my family again. It's just one testimony after another. And I was not looking for a business at the time. Real estate's good for me. I've recently changed my office to eXp Realty. Things are going good. My office has doubled in size. I'm licensed in 2 states. Real estate's my thing. But this just happened out of the need for something better in my life that would help me alleviate the pain. And by sharing that, it's turned into, in 10 short weeks, a team of amazing, amazing people of over 1,000 people. I logged in today and I have 1,004 people from my head down that are all in my sponsor line. So if you're looking for anything to get yourself to the next level in your life, to rid yourself of the pain, to get your health in check, look at the science of the X39. It is absolutely phenomenal. It works with the matrix of your stem cell system. doesn't add somebody else's stem cells to you. It doesn't use stem cells from a plant. It's actually helping you regenerate the stem cells that you have in your body that have gone dormant because they've already been used to the extent that they can be used for the life of that. This actually plugs into the GHQ peptide, which reactivates your own stem cell system. And if your stem cell system is strong, it's going to go to work in the area of most need. So I have, you know, from people with COPD, from people with just, you know, having problems breathing or breathing better. You know, this product doesn't heal, treat, or cure, but all the way across the gamut of things that people have that are going wrong with themselves, by regenerating the stem cell system within their own body, their bodies are able to go to work and do amazing things. So if you're thinking about this, I'm giving you this heartfelt testimony. This has literally changed my life and how I feel, what I'm able to do, how my neck hurts. I don't have neck pain nearly what I used to have. It's like 80% decreased, and I've had this pain my whole life. I strongly suggest you get a hold of whoever shared this video with you and you start patching the X39. I think you will see it can change your life too. Take care. Bye-bye.